I wanted to come on and talk to you about several things because I haven't been on for a while. It's been a bit slack actually. First of all, I want to talk about, I've ordered 10 more of my first book, Soul Messages. I've got it coming from Australia, from the publisher in Australia, so I've ordered 10 of them. Hopefully they'll be here before Christmas. If they're not, well, I'm not sure what we can do there, but if you're ordering rainbow codes, which is here at the end of the week or early next week, if you want to get 2, we could hold off and send them together at the same time to save on mailing costs. So do let me know. But that, yeah, I've ordered another 10 because I didn't have any here at all. And if you want to order all 3, I have Guiding Light, I have Soul Messages, and of course Rainbow Codes will be here hopefully at the end of the week, early next week, and I can start sending out. I'm not sure the cost yet, but if you order 2 or 3, you get Guiding Light at a discount, so that'll be at a discount. So you've got the 2 there, Rainbow Codes, Soul Messages, and Guiding Light. As you can see, they're all colours of the chakras. They're all connected to energy and to light codes, that kind of thing. So it's really interesting stuff. So we did this week a session on getting off the karmic wheel. Now, this is a really important topic because as you enter New Earth, you have to go through being pure soul. You have to be diamond consciousness. You have to have your consciousness there. And as we were discussing on the podcast, if you've listened to it, that a lot of people are in the light community, they're awake, but they aren't consciously there yet. There's a lot of consciousness that's just not there. So what's happening is you've got people that are awake, aware of the changes that are happening around them, call themselves spiritual. I don't really like that terminology, but spiritual community, light community. But they're just not there yet consciously. They're not up high. And to get there, you have to put the work in. It doesn't come free. It doesn't come easily. You do have to put the work in, and you do have to do the work to connect with Source. You have to connect with your angels, your ascended masters, and many more to get to that point where you are able to work at a higher consciousness, so that you can do your service, that you can fulfill your mission. Because a lot of light workers, a lot of spiritual people are awake and know the agendas and everything that's going on in the world, but they're still eating meat, taking pharmaceutical medicines, drinking alcohol. They're not real. They're doing low dimensional root chakra sex. Sex is a sacred act, and it should be kept that way, and it should be coming back that way with the divine masculine and feminine coming online to how it once was. In the past and up to now, it's been used in a low energy frequency. So you have to turn everything around. So there's a lot of people in the light community and the spiritual community that are just not getting there consciously. No judgment here. I'm just saying you're not there yet. And you might be smoking, you might be doing drugs like weed, you might be doing vaping. That is blocking you, blocking your frequency, blocking your higher consciousness. People say it's good for you. No, it's not. It's going to block how you are and what you are. You've got to clear yourself. Jesus didn't smoke weed. He didn't drink alcohol. He drank wine, yes, but it was organic grape juice. It wasn't alcohol wasn't added to wine well into the later centuries when the cabal and deep state got hold of it. And that was to poison you, to lower you in frequency. So we did the work on the Karmic wheel meditation, and it was really good. We went to the Ascension Temple in Atlantis, which we already know about and been to several times. Now, we remember that temple. We were there in Atlantis. We knew it was going to be the Ascension Temple, and it was with Cerebus Bay, and he's your Ascension Master. He's the one that you go to help you with anything to do, to keep you on the journey of the Ascension. And so we made a promise back then, during that final stages of Atlantis, and we said, we know what's happening here like we do now. We knew the agendas that were happening, and we said, we're going to come back and fix this. And that's what we're doing. We're back to fix the world, to make it a better place, to make it the way it was meant to be. And that's why it's going to be called New Earth, because we screwed up the first time round. So we went to the Ascension Temple, which is beautiful. It's on the very edge of the town of Atlantis. Usually when you arrive at Atlantis, you arrive at the big gates, and you come into the town square where the sundial is, and there's the big temples and buildings. You go to your left of the sundial, and you walk down through the township to the very end, to the water's edge, where the Ascension Temple sits. Usually it's lit up in a sort of either a pure white, or this time around we saw it in a violet colour, which is connected to consciousness. So it depends on the purpose you're going there for, to what colour it'll show up in the meditation, and what chakra it's connected to the work that you're doing at that particular time. So we went in, and we were taken off into section. We met Cerebus Bay and Merlin. Merlin is the one that can remove you and all your karma experiences, and Cerebus Bay is your Ascension Master, who can help you move forward, to help you reconnect to what you're meant to be doing, your purpose. But God is in charge of all karma experiences, and he has actually said to you many times, when you've reincarnated, you've got to go back and learn this lesson. You've got to go back and understand what it is that you're doing. However, in New Earth, you're not going to be doing that. You're not going to be punished and redoing lesson after lesson after lesson, because we're going back to pureness. We're going back to higher consciousness. There'll be no karma. We won't need it. We would have learnt, we would have got to the highest consciousness we can be, and we can live freely. So we went into little sections where we could go, you know, like to a wheel of karma, and I didn't know if it was going to be a wheel as such, but it was. Mine was like an old wooden wagon wheel, but it looked like a dartboard, you know. It had all the sections, and then another circle, and then more sections, and I was like, oh heck, you know. Some people described it like a spider web, but mine was an old wooden wagon wheel, and it was filled in like a dartboard, and it was all sections, and it was spinning. Some went with Merlin, some went with Cerebus Bay. I've worked with Cerebus Bay in that time, and I've worked with him many other times. So I went with him, and I looked at the wheel and I said, okay, so what have I got here? And he said, you've had 48 karmic experiences, which is 48 lifetimes. Oh, that's not so bad. I've been here about 100, you know. He said, yeah, these are the bad ones, the ones that weren't great but hard to get through. And he said, so 48. And he said, it's okay, 4 and 8 is 12, it's top number, 12, 12. I said, oh goody, you know. He said, you have to peel them off the wheel. So your role here is to remove them off the wheel, because you've completed them. and you no longer need them in your soul and your energy field. This is nothing now to do with you as you enter new earth. You can free yourself. So I had to peel them off, and I had to count them. 1, 2, and I had to let go and release, let go and release, let go and release, which was fantastic because you felt it releasing from your energy field. You felt it leaving you. You felt something. And by the time I got to counting to 30, so I got around about 33, 34, 35, I started to feel really dizzy, and quite nauseous. And that was all coming away from out of my energy field. And so therefore I felt lightheaded because there's a lot in my energy field, karmic experiences. And these karmic experiences are not just yours, they're your DNA karmic. They're from ancestors, bloodlines, physical, mental, spiritual. So you had a lot to clear out. So I got to the 48 and I said, am I free now? And he said, yes, you are. You're totally free. He said, you did good. And I made a promise. I said, I promise to be in service and duty to New Earth. And he said, thank you. We acknowledge that. I apologise for all I have done in the past lives, and had I hurt or done harm to somebody, could I be forgiven? He said, yes, you're all good. He said, you're clear and pure. Then he took me aside, and it was like a rebirth. Like some people talked about having like a baptism in water. And he said, put your hands across your chest, put your head down. And as he did that, it was like God placed his hand on my head and my soul opened up, and all this gold just poured into me. Like we are gold beings, becoming gold, high consciousness, diamond gold beings. And so he poured it all into me, and I just felt myself lighting up like gold dust. And then I looked up at him, Cerebus Bay, and he was gold. And then the wheel started spinning faster and faster and faster, and it was empty because it was free. And he said, this is the light consciousness coming in. It's going to speed up now. You're free. Things are going to get faster as the wheel started to spin. I asked, are my children free of karma? And they said, yes. My grandchildren, yes. All is free. All future bloodlines are free. Thank goodness. I asked him about some of the karmic experiences I had. I said, were they really bad? He said, no. He said, over those lifetimes, they weren't too serious, but you didn't learn. So you had to keep coming back to learn whatever they were. So I hadn't done anything too disrespectful or bad. Thank goodness. And then he said, you realise we're all beings of gold. And then he said, you should go stand outside and cleanse yourself. So, like, use petals, leaves, water, fairy dust, glitter, anything to put on you to now wash away and cleanse. So that's the work we've been doing lately. And I channeled affirmation, if you want it. It's, I'll just find it, because I've typed it up. So this was channeled by Merlin and Cerebus Bay. Affirmation for stepping off the karmic wheel, channeled from Merlin and Cerebus Bay. It is time to say goodbye to the karmic experience of the soul. No more experience of repeating the lifetimes of soul. It is about being a newborn soul of love light, of new experiences in time of change. To make good, to see it through, and to be the promise of all that is to come. Karma no longer serves your soul. You are here to serve the golden age of change, to be leaders of the old way, to bring back and simplify life of love, light, joy, happiness and wellness. Let go of old energy and belief systems. Let go of old ways once was that bound you to the karmic wheel. Let go of being disobedient to be source light, to be pure again. So what they're saying is we've been disobedient to source throughout this time. I am whole, I am pure, I am new soul of creation for the new earth. I remove all my soul contracts, I remove myself from all lifetimes of disobedience to source. I am now new, I am new life, I am new beginnings, making good today and always. I ask for deliverance and to remove myself from all karma and punishment today and always. I am service to the Creator, to love light. This I promise, and so it is. And you must say that for the next 3 days if you're going to work on it. So it's really important to say those words for the next 3 days and drink lots of water. Now, after we did this meditation, after we were sort of working on ourselves, our bodies started clearing. And a lot of people have said they've had clearing symptoms. And that can be stomach pains, headaches, ringing ears, dizziness, diarrhea, heartburn, indigestion, vomiting, because you're ridding it all out of your energy field. So what you're trying to do here is clear everything that has been in that energy field and ruined your way of living. And now it's time to be free and move forward. So it's exciting. It's good work that we're doing in this space. Rainbow codes will be here at the end of the week, early next week. I'll start posting out next week. So those that have ordered, please let me have your addresses. And I'll tell you how much. I've got to get the quotes for tracking. I know it's more expensive to get the tracking to the US, to UK, Ireland, Canada, around about $25 plus the cost of the box. So if you're getting the 3 books or 2 of the books, do let me know and I'll hold off and send them all at once, so that'll save a bit of costing. But I was hoping to have it before Christmas, and hopefully it will get to you before Christmas. It's all in divine timing, people. And I received a message during the night. I was channeling in my sleep, which is really beautiful. And it was interesting because I kept waking up and they kept telling me, don't forget to share this message. I said, oh yeah, okay, all right, that's great, I will do that. Let me find it. So they keep telling me about 1212, because the 1212 is one of the highest numbers to light. You know, it's a abundance number. I love 1212. It's one of my favorite numbers. So this coming 1212 portal, the rainbow codes arrive for new earth. So they are coming in. These rainbow codes of magic from the unicorns, to create new earth, and from the dragons, and all those codes that are connected to our chakras are coming in to create new earth. And they said it is the beginning of great change. Be ready. This is what you've been waiting for at 1212. And isn't it interesting? Divine timing. Rainbow codes print and release has been delayed. I was hoping to have it out on the 1111 portal. Instead it looks like the 1212 portal. Nothing is by coincidence. It's meant to be. It is totally meant to be. So I'm so thrilled and excited to be able to bring that message to you because it's connected to the rainbow codes. If you have any questions, do let me know. And how much is the book? So I'm working in Australian dollars because I'm going via Australian. I haven't worked it out, but it works out about 29 Australian. It has cleared me. I spent all day yesterday rushing back and forth from the bathroom, and I was lightheaded and dizzy. But it was really interesting because when we came out of the meditation, we all felt so much lighter. Like I had a real spring in my step. I was running and bouncing all over the place because something had lifted. And we carry this energy with us when we come in here to do our missions. And it's there, it's connected to us, and it's time to say, we don't want this anymore. It's time to clear it. It's like Source has said, right, you've done the work, you've got your consciousness at a certain level. It's now time for me to reward you. You can step off the karmic wheel. It's not going to happen anymore. We need your new earth more pure, more ready to go, and have no more repeating of mistakes or things that you didn't learn the first time, because that's not going to happen in New Earth. It's changing completely. So yeah, so that was Cerebus Bay and Merlin, and I love working with both of them. It's interesting because it's two different energies. You've got Merlin, who is the golden light magician of the spiritual magic, the good light energy that can make things happen, that things can manifest faster for you. And then you've got Cerebus Bay, the wise ascension master, who guides and helps you through the way to get to your pure consciousness. So, and he remembers us from working with us from those times. So it's really exciting things that are coming. Also with rainbow codes, don't forget you get the diamond activated code card, and I put a special message on it for you, channeled for you and you only. It'll mean something to you, no one else. I also have an insert that goes with it, which is beautiful rainbow colours that I didn't put in the book, that I kept separate because it was going to make the book price shoot right up because it's so colourful. So it's an insert instead, which will come with the book. And it's interesting, from this meditation, it went really deep. We discovered as we clear our karmic energy from ourselves, our grandchildren, our own children, it can also help your family members, your siblings and other family members. And it was interesting because one of the other ladies in the group, she was talking about a sister-in-law who isn't connected to her bloodline but by marriage, by relationship. So it just goes to show you, people that are not directly related to you but are in that family line, then they also benefit from you doing the karmic work, which is really exciting. So the 1212 message about rainbow codes, which is really exciting, and getting 10 more of these sent over from Australia, and this is going at a discount if you want 2 or the 3. Guiding light. Some exciting stuff, guys. Just wanted to come on, share about how important this work is to get your consciousness up there, because as I said, go listen to the podcast that I did with Michelle and Dawn. It was absolutely beautiful. One thing about it was we just flowed. We just flowed so freely and so easy, and everything that we talked about, we were connected. We already were sort of, we were already on the same pages about what we were talking about, where we come from. So go follow them on YouTube at Embrace the Spiritual. I think it's Embrace Spiritual. I should just check that. Embrace the Spiritual. And they have some really good guests on too. I do listen to it when they release one each week. And you'll hear about me talking about rainbow codes, talking about different things that we've discussed over the years to help others understand what's going on out there, because things are speeding up. Like they said, when the wheel in my meditation was spinning, and it was going fast, it was like a windmill, and they said that's the consciousness speeding up. So it was exciting. Yeah, so go listen to that. I've also got it on my YouTube as a recording. Follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, because they bring out some really interesting information. They're both beautiful people working in the light work, doing the healing, working with healing, tuning forks, all sorts of things. And they can give you so much from what they're doing in their service, from their podcasts. You pick up so many tidbits along the way that you might not think that you need to hear that day, and then all of a sudden you hear it and you think, oh, that makes sense too. Just like when you watch lives of me, or you know, you watch YouTube or whatever, you're always going to learn, you're always going to pick something up, which is fantastic. So I really appreciate the opportunity of being on that podcast. That was fantastic. Alright, well, I will go. And do get in touch with me through Messenger if you want to order the books. As I said, there's 3 now here as the set if you want it. Not sure when I'm getting soul messages. I ordered it over the weekend. She usually takes about 5 to 10 days. I should have it by the middle of December here in my hand, so I can send it out to you with the set. But I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, alright, well, take care. Much love, everybody. And if you want that affirmation, I'm happy to send it out to you freely. It's on a Word document, easy to flick out to you, or even copy it into your messenger. Alright, take care. Much love and many blessings to you all. Have a beautiful day, evening, wherever you may be. And remember, we're all learning, we're all in this together, we're thriving to get to New Earth, and we're all going to catch up with each other. So, you know, everything happens in divine timing, like the 12-12 and my rainbow codes. So don't give up, just keep going, keep plotting, keep working at it, and we'll all get there and have a beautiful new Earth and a beautiful new life. As I said, great changes coming. Take care. Bye.